Hello everyone. Welcome to the solution of LeetCode problem 2265 named count nodes equal to the average of subtree. In this problem, we are given the root of a binary tree and we have to return the number of nodes where the value of the node is equal to the average of the nodes value of this subtree. So here, let's consider the first example. The root is 4, which has two children, 8 and 5. 8 has two children, 0 and 1. 5 has one children, which is 6. So here, suppose for this root 4, we have 6 children in the subtree where the root is 4, which is 4, 8, 5, 0, 1, and 6. So the summation of all of them is 24. And as there are 6 number of nodes, so we have to divide 24 by 6 and we will get 4. Now this average value 4 is exactly equal to the root node, which is 4. So we can say that this node is one of our answer. So similarly, we have to find how many nodes we get in our given tree such that the average of the values in the subtree is equal to the nodes value. I hope you understood the problem statement. Now let's move on to the algorithm. In this problem, to understand the algorithm, we have taken the similar example. So here, how can we solve this problem? Basically, we can solve this problem by using the depth first search. In the DFS, we will calculate or we will return two values from each of the node. So what are these values? Actually, we will return a pair. At first, we will return the value which is the summation of all of the subtree rooted at this node. Suppose we are at this node 4. So we will return the summation of all of the nodes presented in this root 4 as a subtree. And in the second value, we will return the number of node available so that we can divide them and get the average. So now you understood what value should I return from each of the DFS call. Now let's write down the example. Initially, we are at this node 4. Now from 4, we will get back to the node 8. From this node 8, we will get back to the node 0. Now, as this 0 is the leaf node, that means it does not have any of the left or right children. Or we can say that its left and right children are null. So both of the left and right children will return the value 0 and 0. And it will also return the value 0 and 0. Now, for this node 0, the summation will be 0 plus this value 0 plus this value 0. And we have to divide it by 1 because there are only one nodes 0 available in this subtree. So here the average will be 0. Now this average 0 is exactly equal to the node value 0. So we can consider this node as one of the possible output. Now from this node, we will return the value 0 and 1. Why we will return the value 0 and 1? 0 is the summation of the node which presented or rooted here, and 1 is the number of node. So here as only one node is presented, we will return 0 and 1. Now from it, we will get back to this node 1. Similarly, its left and right subtree will return the value 0 and 0. and this node 1 will return the value 1 and 1. Because this one is the summation of this one and this one is the number of nodes presented here, which is 1. So for this node 1, their summation will be 1 and their count will be 1. So the average will be 1. So this average 1 is exactly equal to this node value 1. So we can take this node as one of the possible value. Now we are at this node 8. So its left subtree is returning the value 0 and 1. Its right subtree is returning the value 1 and 1. So for the node 8, the summation will be 8 plus 0 plus 1. So here the summation will be 9. And the number of node presented here, it will be 1 plus 1 plus 1, this node value. So there will be 3 node here, which is 8, 0 and 1. So it will return the value 9 and 3. Now for this node 4, we will get back to the node 5, and for this 5, we will get back to the node 6. Similarly here, its left children will return the value 0, 0. Its right children will return the value 0, 0. So for the 6, the summation will be 0 and the count will be 1. And here, the divided value will be, or the average will be 6. Because 6 divided by 1 is 6, which is equal to the node value. So we can consider this 6 as one of the possible node. Now from this 6, we will return the value 6, 1. So for this node 5, the summation will be 6 plus 5, which is 11. And the average will be divided by 2, which is 5. Now this 5 is exactly equal to this node value 5. So this 5 will be considered one of the answers. Now we will get back to the node 4. So it will return 11 and 2. Now for this node 4, the summation will be 9 plus 11 plus 4, which is 24. And the count will be 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 6. So the average will be 4, which is exactly equal to the node value. So far, we have understood that we have found 6 node, which is 0, 1, 4, 5, and 6. Sorry, we have found 5 nodes where the average of the subtree presented in this root is exactly equal to the root value. I hope you understood how the DFS function works here. Now let's move on to the code. In this problem, the code is pretty simple. We are given a function named average of subtree, which has a tree as the parameter. Now we have to call a DFS function with this root, and inside the DFS function, if the root is null, it will return a value 0 and 0, which is the pair. After that, we have to recursively call the DFS function into the left subtree and recursively call the DFS function into the right subtree and store the value into the pair. Now the summation of the subtree presented in the root will be root value plus left subtree's first value plus right subtree's first value, and the total node will be 1 plus left subtree's second value plus right subtree's second value. Now here, if the sum divided by total node is exactly equal to the root value, we have to increment the answer, which is a global variable. And for each of the node root, we have to return a pair which is sum and total node presented in this root. Finally, we have to return the answer. I hope you understood the code. Thank you everyone for watching the video. We will get back soon with another LeetCode solution.